cut out the pasta.
Okay.
You know, no more fettuccine, no more Alfredo.
I'm good with it.
I cut out the rice. You know, we love fried rice, especially back in St. Louis, where I'm from, man. We were like the capital of fried chop suey. I don't know if you ever had St. Louis fried rice.
I didn't know.
That's what my body was telling me.
Right.
And I was ignoring it, and that's what was giving me anxiety because something didn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
My body was telling me, brother, you have type 2 diabetes. You need to do something about this right now.
Right.
Now, let me back it up. I almost passed out at work too. I got lightheaded one day. I almost had a stroke one day. I think that was my final straw.
Okay.
You know, because I'm walking in to say something to my manager, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, oh shoot. Excuse my language.
Yeah, you good. You good.
I'm like, oh shoot. Okay, I gotta go now. You know what I'm saying? So, just to back it up, I went home. Actually, I called my wife. I say, hey, baby, guess what? I have diabetes. I said, that's what's been wrong. I have type 2 diabetes, which can be B, but we're gonna turn around, piggyback on that. But I was like, yeah, I have type 2 diabetes. And she was like, you okay? She was more sincere than the doctor. You okay? Everything gonna be all right?
She better be.
Yeah. Even my coworker was like, oh, Bobby, damn, that's why you've been tripping lately, acting, that's why you've been feeling off.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, yep. I say I gotta drop this prescription off, and I'll be on my way home.
Right.
So she's like, what they give you? I said, I don't know what this stuff is. I say, when I get home, I'll show you. So she saw all the medication, and she was like, oh no. She's like, you're not gonna be taking this. You're not gonna be taking that. She said, you don't need this. Because all those things have side effects.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're supposed to work, but you got to think everything that you put in your body is going to be a side effect to it.
Right.
So she was like, we're going to fix this. And I said, okay. She had already been doing workouts.
Right.
HIIT workouts, high intensive intermediate, training.
Right.
She's been doing HIITs. She had been doing HIITs a whole year prior because, she was trying to get her weight down. You know, we're up in age now, so working out is key.
We're up in age.
We're up in age. I mean, I still feel young, but we're getting up in age where she was like, okay, we got to start working out. But she was like, nope. She's like, only thing you're going to take is the metformin. And we're going to test your blood sugar. Now we have to now mind you have to test your blood sugar 3 times a day.
Right.
You got to poke yourself 3 times a day.
Right.
Sometimes it's the cuticle or the cartilage on this finger gets worn out.
Yeah.
So you got to switch to the other finger.
How long did you do that for?
Yeah.
Did you do it for like a year, 2 years?
So the medicine.
Yep.
The high blood. I took those for. I still took them because I said, you know what, babe, the doctor said I gotta take this. She's like, okay, but you don't need those.
Okay.
So I took those for like 1 or 2 months.
Okay.
I started doing the HIIT workouts. Also, I started eating less carbohydrates.
Okay.
Because
but you were still poking your finger the whole time?
Still poking my finger the whole time. I want to see what's going on.
3 times a day?
Yep, after a meal.
Okay.
Maybe 30 minutes or an hour after a meal.
Okay.
When I wake up in the morning, before I go to bed. I tried to do it after a meal, because that's when you can really see your blood sugar rise.
The spikes.
Yeah, after you eat. So yeah, I did that for 3 months. I mean, I did the pills for about 3 months.
Right.
But the blood sugar, I tested my blood sugar. I continued to do that the whole duration of the until my doctor actually told me no. Okay. So we started doing these HIITs. Every other day we were doing a HIIT, and in between that I was doing power. Trying to build muscle.
Okay. So if I understand it correctly, your moment of reflection where you said, all right, I got to do something right now, was when you felt like you almost had a stroke at work.
Yes.
And then following that, you went to the doctor.
Yep.
And then you got your official diagnosis on becoming a type 2 diabetic.
Exactly.
And then after that, they prescribed medications, and your wife gave you some advice.
Yep.
And now we're in the part of the story where you're saying, I followed the doctor's instructions, but to reverse this in a natural way,
Yes.
I'm gonna follow my wife's instructions by implementing HIIT workouts.
Yes.
And what else?
Lowering my carbohydrates.
Lowering the carbs.
Lowering the carbs. A lot of people don't know that carbs, it breaks down the sugar in your bloodstream.
Right.
And there's carbs in every single thing. Carbs is in everything. Except for like, liquids and stuff like that.
I understand what you're saying. But you can be eating something and not know that carbs are in it.
Yes.
And you might even think that it's healthy. Like you might get a granola bar.
Right.
That's like whole wheat, whole oats and all those things.
Yeah, oats, yeah.
And you can have carbs. Now, there are also complex carbs that are like, a sweet potato.
Yeah, sweet potatoes.
But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, sorry for cutting you off.
No. So basically, those two things really helped. I cut out the bread. So there was I didn't eat burgers for the longest time.
Okay.
Because the bread.
Right.
I cut out the pasta.
Okay.
No more fettuccine, no more Alfredo.
I'm good with it.
I cut out the rice. We love fried rice, especially back in St. Louis where I'm from, man.
Yeah.
We were like the capital of fried chop suey. I don't know if you ever had
St. Louis
fried rice.
I didn't know that y'all were the capital.
Man, yes. No one makes fried rice like they do in St. Louis.
I don't think I've been to St. Louis, but I don't think I knew that was a thing.
Fried rice, brother.
Okay.
So I cut out the fried rice. I like to drink cervezas, so I changed up my cervezas.
Okay.
I didn't even know that a Corona has 14 grams of carbohydrates in it.
Okay.
So I used to like Coronas, IPAs, craft beers. I love craft beers, but some of those craft beers have like 18 carbohydrates in them.
Okay. I didn't know, or I don't know what the carbs are on most beers. I don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
But in comparison to the beers, because you say you like cervezas.
Yeah.
But then we also got sodas.
You also have soda.
And I'm assuming that they probably comparable, if not more.
More. Yes. So you can check the nutrition facts.
If you're enjoying this video and like to learn more about this road to recovery and beating diabetes, please check out the full video.